Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to probably the most important video to me on my channel, my 10,000 subscriber special here. Obviously today we will be releasing that texture pack that I've been using in my recent videos for 10K, so if you're here for that, the link is in the description. I would like to give a huge shout out to the people who actually made the pack, which is Simplymatic. Their links are also in the description, and Souls HD. They made the pack. I don't know what they actually made and what they took from other packs, so if you're curious, I guess ask them. Otherwise, go check out their Twitters and have fun using the pack. Now, I really was debating whether or not I wanted to sit in front of the camera with no gameplay and talk to you guys, or have Minecraft gameplay in the background, and I've decided on just sitting in front of the camera and talking to you guys. I think that it's not really, for me, it's not really a video where I need people to necessarily continue watching. You know, if you're just here for Minecraft and just that content, honestly, this really isn't a video for you, as this is for the people that have been watching my channel for however long and have been supporting my channel. I think those are the people that don't really care how this is organized, and I think that, you know, just face to face, just a camera and me answering questions for you guys, trying to be a little bit entertaining, is the best way to convey that I appreciate your support. So thank you so much for 10,000 subscribers. Unreal milestone. I know it's cliche to even talk about the fact that you, like, oh, I know that everyone says it. Like, that's become cliche, but there's really nothing else you can say apart from thank you so much. And I guess without further ado, we'll get into this thing. What better way to start than this very first question here? Larry asks, are you up with the meme game? Honestly, Larry, unfortunately, I'm not as up on the meme game as I would like to be. I consider myself a adequate memer. I'm just not quite where I should be spending this much time on the internet. You will see me actually looking down for some of this, and that's just because I'm reading the question that I'm reading out loud to you guys, so, you know, don't pay any mind to that. Honestly, I just have a mess of questions here, just so many in this giant list, and it's so hard to sort these that I'm not even sure I want to, so I'm just going to answer them completely randomly. Some will be more personal about my real life, and then some obviously about Minecraft and gaming in general, and frankly, I don't think that there's any sort of relationship or organization to this video. The next question up is from Relaxed Stryfe. He asks, which minigame did you first play in Minecraft? How did you start playing Minecraft? I want to answer the second half of this first, and then the first half. I started playing Minecraft because my friends got me into it. Originally, this is probably how a lot of you guys start to play games. That's how I start to play games, primarily. So it was back in Alpha. I don't know what version of Alpha, but my friend Austin and one of my roommates, Nate, actually got into Minecraft in Alpha, and they had an account, Austin's account, and they were just, you know, they were just playing the game in Alpha. It obviously didn't really have much to the game, but they thought it was a really cool concept, and they showed me. And actually, originally, I didn't like it. I thought it was kind of dumb. Didn't seem like a lot of point to it. And then later, I got kind of curious, and this was a completely different time. I ended up actually playing it for the first time and just instantly fell in love. And that sounds kind of corny, but to be honest, it was like that. Just playing it for the probably hour I got to play it, I knew that I would like that game. And so therefore, I actually bought a Minecraft account that me and my friend shared. We all didn't want to buy our separate Minecraft accounts. As you can see, actually purchased in 2011. So we purchased this account in 2011 together, and we used it for a really long time just playing single player. And hence my first name on Minecraft, Miner1327. I wasn't even there when the account was created, so I have no idea why that was picked, but you finally know why that name was chosen. It wasn't me. I had no part in it, okay? I didn't choose it. Obviously, you had to stick with that name until name changing actually became available, and therefore when name changing came out, I actually changed my name to CMJ. By this time, none of my friends played the game anymore. They didn't use the account, and therefore I just kind of took it over, to be completely honest, and I've used it ever since. And I know for a fact I don't think any single one of them that used it has used it since. And the second part of this question, which minigame did you first play in Minecraft? The earliest memory I have of a server that I joined. It's honestly MCPVP. It was years after, I think, probably that I even had the game. I strictly played single player, or maybe did a server with my friends or something like that. But probably not. Probably just single player and mods and stuff. And then I got into actually online multiplayer, and I believe it was MCPVP probably in 2013, maybe 2012. I'm not really sure on these numbers because I don't have anything to verify this with, but basically it was, if you're wondering, we played, it was essentially just sooo PvP, which I didn't know any concepts. I was absolutely garbage, and me and my friends all would just play and team in this massively filled, basically like UHC sized game, and there was extremely overpowered kits that were just game breaking that you had purchased, and I had some, and I got insanely high kill games, which should show you how broken they were, because I was the worst player to ever exist. And that perfectly transitions me to this next question asked by Armaan. What was your skin based off of? Love your vids, by the way. Honestly, I've been wanting to answer this question for a very long time because it's completely and utterly confusing to anyone that looks at me and like, why is your skin a Native American? And I mean no disrespect, by the way. That was never the intention. It's not some racist thing. Just don't think that's that when I'm explaining this. Basically, because of MCPVP, me and my friends all had accounts at this point, and we would just team up. We were that scummy. We were that scummy. We'd get our little strats, and we would team up, and we won hundreds of these games, you know. And we all decided one day, one of my friends, who actually barely really played Minecraft comparatively to my other friends, he suggested that we all get a skin, and so he found one of the skin that I currently have, and originally I actually had a green headband, replacing the rainbow. I just thought the rainbow was cooler, and actually the creator of this idea actually had the rainbow, so I kind of stole it from him. It's not like he plays the game, but he found the skin and said, hey, we can use this skin and we will just color the headband and like sashes and like anything that was colored. We'd color a different color per person, so actually all my friends had the same skin and it was colored differently. And I don't know if it was like a way for us to like identify each other or if it was just really stupid. Probably a little bit of both, mainly stupid. But we all had this skin, we all had different colors, and it was just something that we did for a while. And there's nothing else to explain. There's no further explanation of my skin. I just haven't switched it. After I got that skin, I just was like, I don't care. I'm just not going to change skins ever. So I've had this skin for, well, probably 5 years, 4 years. Luna asks, what year did you start playing Hypixel, and what was the game you started with? I actually logged into Hypixel, as you can see here, in 2013. I don't think I played much then. I waited a couple years and started to play after I actually was streaming Mineplex pretty much every day. I was a Mineplex streamer primarily because you could just connect really well with the people that are watching you. You know, you could play together very easily. I did that primarily, and then I started to try out Hypixel, and I just first went into Skywars. It was suggested by a bunch of people that started to play it. It was suggested, and I was obviously awful when I started, and I had some really key people that I've mentioned in other videos help me out. They helped me kind of understand the game a little bit better, and actually the people were so bad back then when I first started that I was even able to get really good games then, and I think that's why a lot of people think I'm better than I am, is because they see these games, you know, mid 30s, a bunch of different 30 games, a ton, hundreds of 20s, 20 to 29, and that was just simply because the people were bad. I was able to get better than them in a short amount of time, and no one had a kit and no one cared about the game. Obviously things have changed now. Everyone has a kit and everyone cares about the game, so, you know, no more 30s for me. My boy TapL asks, how was life before Minecraft? You know, wonderful, man. I went outside so much. I had so much real life connection. You know, I've just lost that recently, having to play Minecraft all day. You know, I lost a lot of friendships, and, you know, I lived on the streets for a while, and it just got really rough having such a Minecraft addiction. And it's really hard to talk about, sorry. No, I honestly, life hasn't really changed, to be completely honest with you. I have always put friends first. I've always put interaction in real life first. I see my family a lot. I see my friends pretty much every day. Not every day, but I see them minimum one time a week, usually 2 to 3. We have gatherings all the time. Honestly, life really hasn't changed much. It's just Minecraft's the thing I do, not only to make videos, and it's also the thing I do to just have fun and kill whatever time I have. I didn't know whether to take this as a serious question or just kind of a meme, so I kind of took it as both. But that's the answer there. We'll throw a real life question in here. Jake asks, favorite sport? Mine is basketball. I have to agree with you there. I think that I am the best at basketball. I'm a huge sports fan, if you guys don't know that. I don't play a lot anymore, and it's really unfortunate. My friends, we've tried to get back into it. We pretty much, in the summer, last summer, we were pretty much doing, not daily basketball, but probably every other day, and I started to get a lot better again, but I got really bad. But long story short, I played so many sports when I was younger, and basketball was by far the one that I was the best at. I never actually went on to a team. I should have, because I played with all the people that were on varsity, and they said you easily would have made it. I just never, I don't know. I was weird and stupid, and I probably should have played on the team in hindsight, but I just never did. So basketball is my answer for most fun sport to play. I enjoy it the most out of all the sports, but I have to say that football, American football, is by far the most fun to watch for me. I've always been a Packers fan, and I'm recording this the day they won the divisional game, so that's fucking awesome. I've always been a huge football watcher. As of recently, again, I have kind of stopped watching a lot of football. I just don't watch a lot of TV in general, but traditionally I've been a huge football fan, specifically Green Bay Packers, as I live in Wisconsin. For some reason, I don't have the question that asks where I live, because I know I saw it, but yes, I do live in Wisconsin. I've lived there all my life. Hey, buckle up, guys. This is going to be a really long video, and I'm not holding back, so hopefully you're okay watching this whole thing, because I have no idea how long this video is going to be. I just know it's going to be very long. How tall are you? I am 6'3". You can probably understand now why I was pretty much good at all the sports. I just inherited all the athletic genes from my family, thank God. But I have a really long arm span, obviously, being that tall, so pretty much that's helpful in every single game. And yes, if you were wondering, I can dunk a basketball. Now, this one I am asked so much. What do you use to record and edit your videos? I honestly get this constantly, pretty much every day. I use Sony Vegas 14. I just upgraded from 13, and I've used 12 as well. I've always just used Sony Vegas, you know, for certain reasons. That's what I use to edit my videos. To record, I actually switch off between OBS and Action. I've purchased Action. That's obviously a paid recording software, but it's really good. As I've talked about in previous videos, I just switch off between Action and OBS. OBS has a lot of features Action, frankly, I don't see will ever have, so, you know, it's good to use the two in different ways. I actually really like this question coming from KarZma here. What got you into doing videos / streaming? Actually, my friend who actually introduced me to Minecraft originally, Austin, he kind of did the whole streaming and recording thing before I ever did, actually. And he always talked to me about it, and I saw him record. We did stuff before when he had the equipment I didn't. And I thought it was really cool, the idea of making a video and putting it all together, adding music, adding effects, just editing it. I just thought the whole process was cool, and on top of that, he actually streamed as well. I thought that was really cool, so that's why I actually originally became a streamer, and then from streaming, obviously, it's a very short jump to YouTube, so I, you know, just transitioned over. Seriously, I can't thank him enough for how much he's taught me. I learned all of that from him, and I learned a ton about computers from him. I learned just so much technological-based information from him. And he's still my go-to guy in terms of if I need help with something that I can't solve. He's phenomenal at that kind of stuff. So he's probably saved this entire thing more than once. This question's coming in from my boy, Tayber. Is Minecraft your top game, or is there other games you play, Fallout, Overwatch, etc.? Also sub to me. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, go sub to him. He makes fantastic content, and he clicks really fast that I just simply can't do that. To answer the question, though, is Minecraft your top game? It is the game I play the most. I don't frankly know if it's the game I enjoy the most. Currently, maybe, but over the course of all of my gaming over my whole life, it is not the game I enjoy the most. 100% is the game I've invested the most time in, whether that be multiplayer, single player, mod packs, servers, just anything related to Minecraft. Understand that I have done all of those things in massive, massive quantities. But yes, I love other games. I don't only play Minecraft. Frankly, I wish I played more games. But you know, you record Minecraft every day and you have to play Minecraft every day, and a lot of it. And as I said, I still love the game. I truly wouldn't be playing it if I didn't actually still enjoy it. And you know, some of you may be kind of skeptical of that. That's just I'm not going to play games I don't like. It's that simple. And so I play a lot of Minecraft because I like it. But yes, Fallout. Fallout 3 is actually probably one of my favorite games that has ever come out on any system. I don't frankly know how much time I have, but it's a sad amount. We're talking well over 30-40 days at least on Fallout 3 between console and computer. The mods are fantastic. Fallout 4 as well, New Vegas as well. Didn't like that as much on console, but when I played it on computer, everything's better. All of those were fantastic, and I logged way too much time playing them. I love Overwatch. I watch a ton of streams of Overwatch. I just don't play it myself. I don't have it, but I guarantee you if I did, I would be playing it. Hell of a fun game, and I think after a certain point, I will just pick it up and play it. Another big game that I have been playing recently and watch a lot of is H1Z1, King of the Kill, I guess. Absolutely a blast of a game. Super broken, usually, but honestly, it's just a really, really fun game to play, and I really want to get better at it, so I'm probably going to start playing a lot more of that. Traditionally, I have always been a COD kid. I've played COD for so many years. I don't play anymore. I don't play console anymore, and that's what I always played on. I had every single COD up till Black Ops 3, actually. I had every single one, and I played pretty much every single one ever since World at War was the first one I actually bought myself. I did play COD 4, but I borrowed it, and I never played online because I actually didn't have Xbox Live at that time. Real life question, do you have any siblings? I do. I have one younger brother, currently in high school. This question comes from Nick. How much pussy do you get when girls see that 10 KDR? Let me tell you, it's incredibly successful. I lead with that pretty much everywhere. That's how I have my current girlfriend. It's extremely, extremely successful. I encourage any of you that have over a 10 KDR in Skywars to seriously apply that in real life situations. I guess that answers this question. Do you have a girlfriend? Yes, I do. I don't think she'll watch this video. God, I hope not. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. No, that is not how we met. Oh boy. This is a question I get so much recently and just over the years. Why the name CrabManJones? I had this long-running joke with a lot of my OG stream viewers that one day I'd create this long tale, this like fable of how this name came to be, and it would be really dramatic and really fabricated. I never got around to doing that because I'm lazy, but honestly, there's really no relation to me in this name. It's more or less completely random. I don't like crustaceans. I don't like seafood. No, my name is not Jones. Jones is completely unrelated. I guess the closest I can get to saying how this was created was my friends always used to, or a couple of my friends always used to do this thing where they like, you know, crab walking. I'm not going to demonstrate for you, but I'm sure some of you know what it is. They basically put their hands behind them and they led with their legs and just kind of like crab walked across the floor. We'd always just joke around with that because some of them were really funny and goofy with it, and it was just kind of a dumb thing. So I guess maybe that's kind of where I got that's why I picked crab, just because it was a funny inside joke, I guess. Maybe, I don't really know. A lot of you don't know my actual first name because I just really don't, no one ever really calls me that, at least not any of the people I talk to that I've met through Hypixel or YouTube. My real first name is Kieran. It's Irish, Kieran. I basically, the way that I know that you're OG and you've been around for a very long time or know me more personally is if you refer to me by my first name. Obviously telling you that might lead that to not be a good way to know, but a lot of my stream viewers started to call me by my real name because it felt more personal, and it is really truly more personal. This question comes from Optay. How do I become more relevant in mineman? The simple answer for you is get a really out of control hack client and just play ranked and get really, really high in the leaderboards, preferably number 1, and pretend that you're really fucking good at the game, and really it boosts your ego thinking you're that good, and you get a lot of fanboys that really love you. And then boom, you're instantly relevant in Minecraft. Vec asks, you love me? Of course, Vec. What? Invictable asks, favorite fruit? It's a really hard question because honestly, I pretty much like most fruits, if not all fruits. There's a couple I don't, but I have to say cherries, if they're fresh, are really, really good. I really don't know. I like all fruits. We're gonna get deep here for a second. Pill asks, if you were able to buy anything in the world with no cost, what would it be? This is... I actually sat here and thought about this question when I first saw it for a really long time, because it's a really difficult question. It really is. And I kind of concluded, and obviously this is going to vary so much. The opinions on this question are going to be massively different. If I'm not going to go completely ridiculous and unobtainable in real life, I would honestly say I would just buy land. I think I would rather have a really nice piece of land, extremely expensive, a vast piece of land, preferably with water, some kind of a lake, woods, just a lot of land. If I had an infinite amount of money, I would love a house and a lot of land. And I love the outdoors, and I love doing things outside, and having that ability to do whatever you want in your own land is phenomenal. This one's another really opinionated question, but I think it's a good one, so I'll tell you my opinions. This comes in from some annoying kid. What do you think are the best kits for teams, solo, mega, and ranked? To be completely honest, I think the kits for teams and solo were very, very close in terms of actual quality of the kit, how well you could do with them. I didn't personally see a lot of difference between picking certain kits. Some were slightly better than others, but you could make up for it with other kits or just killing people. But ever since they switched around a couple and added a couple, I think that, I actually don't know what it's called, but the one with strength, with that strength pot, that's incredibly, incredibly good. You can basically kill someone and they have no idea that it's going to happen. And when they introduce Scout into solo, I think that one's incredibly good. That's the one I use the most. Teams, I think you either go with armor, Scout, or strength. Mega, again, after that update where weapons in every single chest, it's hard to actually know what the best mega kit is. It's almost preference. Healer's really good now. I see a lot of people going healer. Armor, obviously, is still really good. I use that primarily, I would still say. Knight's gotten actually probably a lot worse, which I used to use. Cannoner, obviously, if you're playing solo and you want to get to mid really quickly, you're going to get targeted, but it is pretty good. In ranked, I think by far Scout is the most dominant if you're good at using speed. It's so broken. I don't play ranked anymore because it's truly cancer and it's not worth investing time into. But I used Scout a lot after it came out, and I thought it was very good. Obviously, you can go with Champion or Armor, depending on your playstyle, and those are also very, very solid. Thomas asks, what mods are you using for Minecraft? I am using AutoTip, I am using 5zig, I am using 1.7 animations, or I guess Marshall's animations mod, or whatever. I don't know what it's called. And Optifine, and that's it. Obviously, you have to run all those with Forge, but that's, you know, kind of included. I'm really glad that DaSuperPixel actually asked this question. I want to work on some fan art for you. I think he meant, I am wondering, it just turned it to Iowa. I'm wondering where I should send it. I love fan art. I don't have enough of it. I know a lot of people have made me some, and it's hard to like put it all in the same place so you just have a giant collection of it. But the best way to send me fan art is either just DM it to me on Twitter, and my DMs are open for pretty much that exact reason, or people that have like important questions and whatnot. Or you can tweet it at me on Twitter. Either or, that's probably by far the best way to send me fan art that you've created, like desktop backgrounds, banners, logos, all of that stuff, overlays, really anything like that, any graphics. That's probably the best way to send it to me. This one's coming in from Nathan. Can me and Voxo come over and have a slumber party while playing Minecraft? Yeah, man. What makes you nostalgic? This is a fantastic question as well. Two things. I'm going to answer this in two different ways. In terms of video games, honestly, it was the games I played the most with my friends. We don't really play games together anymore. I'm talking about my real life friends that I went to school with throughout all my life. We used to play a ton of games together, pretty much nightly. We'd hop on and play mainly Call of Duty. So honestly, the earlier CODs, the CODs I invested the most time in, both individually and with my friends, that's what makes me nostalgic in terms of video games. Modern Warfare 2, I have like 50 days on that or something like that. Fuck, I love that game to death, and I've had some of my funniest and fondest moments on that game in terms of video games. Also GTA 5 and 4 for that matter. We played tons of that with my friend, me and my friends. Those are some of the funniest video game moments I have ever experienced, and I won't actually ever forget those. In terms of a more real life approach, what actually makes me nostalgic in real life is just telling stories from what, earlier in school with all my friends, again with my friends. We had so many hilarious memories and moments and things that occurred, and some really probably traumatizing ones, but it doesn't really matter after a certain amount of years. They're just memories at that point, and it, regardless of if they're positive or negative, you really did look back on them. And I kind of somehow turned into the group storyteller, so I tell them a lot, and I've gotten really good at telling them, so I remember a lot of them, pretty much all of them, and in pretty good detail. And it's actually just so fun to go back and talk to them about certain memories that we've had together. I just had to answer this one because I am a huge Netflix fan. Ron Paul asks, what shows are you watching on Netflix if you have one? To be completely honest, I am not watching any shows on Netflix at this moment. However, I have watched so many good shows on Netflix, and I feel like I need to just rattle them off for you. I'm just looking at my phone here to actually answer this question, as there's a lot that I need to remember, and there's no way I'm going to do it without actually looking at what I have watched. Dexter. Obviously, if you haven't seen Dexter, you should watch it. One of the best shows I've ever watched. Narcos, actually, I haven't finished, so I probably will start that back up because I know there's just season 2, and I didn't even finish season 1. Really good, but I never finished it for some reason. One of my all-time favorite shows, The Office. I'm sure most of you have seen it. Absolutely incredible. There's no way that that's going to get topped by pretty much any show in the future. The Following, I watched quite a while ago, actually. I don't really know if there's new seasons of it, because frankly, I don't watch TV, as I said, so I just wait for it to come to Netflix. Following, great show. Prison Break, watched all that, great show. Orange is the New Black, great show. I'm just going to be saying that because all of these shows that I'm listing, I enjoyed. American Horror Story, fantastic. Breaking Bad, the best. Stranger Things, incredible. Supernatural, great. Lost, fantastic show, at least for a while. Bates Motel, good show. Sons of Anarchy, I did like for a couple seasons. I just stopped watching it. It kind of wasn't my thing after a while. And to finish this list up, I would have to say The 100 and Hemlock Grove is actually, I believe it's Netflix original. Pretty good. I like that show. I think that's pretty much it in terms of the shows that I watched and enjoyed. So hopefully that helped anyone looking for a show, and you, Ron, if you are actually looking for a show as well. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this far. I hope you're learning a lot about me. I don't know even how I'm going to upload this. I'm just scared to edit it, basically. This one's coming in from Demoralization. He asks, what are all your OG alts, and if you could have any other name other than the ones you currently have, what would they be? The only account that I own that's OG is Mustard. That's the one that I'm actually an owner of. And my only other two accounts are CMJ and CrabManJ. If I could have any other name, I would switch one of my alts to, well, I would actually switch my main to Crab. That name would be amazing to have, just flat out Crab. That would be great. That's really the one that I can think of off the top of my head that I would absolutely love to have. And the moment you've all been waiting for, well, actually the moment that none of you knew would happen, but I am now announcing. Rolls Ryan asked, can you do the Skywars top 5? I got really hyped for it, bro. Well, you already know what I'm about to say, right? I waited this long because I needed a community that submitted a lot more clips than I originally got. So starting right now, there will be a video in the future, near future, explaining it again. And I would actually like to start up a Skywars top 5. I do not know if I will extend it to other games on the Hypixel network that I understand really well, because I have I drastically have changed the games that I play. I know Skywars the best. I know every little detail of it. And I can't say that for any other game mode. But I do play a majority of the game modes on the server now, and I would like to say that I have played quite a bit of them, as I have a lot of the stuff in each of those shops in all the different games. So I don't know if I'll extend it to just Hypixel top 5, or like maybe selected games on the server that I feel comfortable rating, because I actually understand why it's good. But yes, I do plan on doing a top 5 series. In the near future, I will announce it. This was probably the biggest announcement. Hopefully, it's been so long. That's just why I'm laughing, because it has actually been so long since I have even touched this topic. So hopefully you guys are excited for it. Obviously, if you have any clips, that will be a completely separate video, so hang tight. It's coming back, not coming back, it's starting, and I really hope that maybe it can bring the community together a little bit and showcase some people's channels or people's skills that maybe not a lot of people know about. So I think that is the final question that I'll end on, quite a bombshell, if I do say so myself. Oh my god, I've been talking for so long, so much longer than the actual video is, obviously. My voice is actually starting to go. Good god. This thing's probably extremely long, and if you somehow made it to the end of this video, I applaud you with all my heart. You are a true, dedicated fan, and I appreciate you so much for sticking to the end of this video and listening to me ramble. To sum up everything, hopefully you guys learned a lot about me that you didn't know already, or you had questions answered in this video that you were curious about. I tried to answer some pretty general ones, some more personal ones, some ones about gaming. I tried to, diversify a little bit. And I think that I got to a lot of the ones that I really wanted to get to. So thank you so much for 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. I have no idea where we'll go in the future. I'm excited about it. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the whole fact that I have 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. I can't thank you enough. I don't want to sound like a broken record, so I'll say it one more time. Thank you, and I appreciate you watching this video. See you next time.